If you like this video, please click like, share it, and a subscribe button is over there somewhere. How you doing? All right? This week I sent a request for your suggestions on my social media, and Kim got in touch on Twitter or X. It's always going to be Twitter, isn't it? And he was asking me about a problem he's got. He thinks he's missing because of his elbow. It's in the wrong position. I'm not sure it is. So this is what I thought about it. Right, so this is Kim's apparent problem. So Kim says that, or seems to think that he's missing or playing bad shots because of his elbow position, right? So Kim's shot is a little bit, his elbow is a little bit in like that, right? And he feels like he's making him miss, or that when he hits it, his elbow moves. A lot like a guy called Joe Swale, who was a top 16 player, semis of the world a couple of times, all-round great player and great guy, if you want to look at him. And he was like that, right? And he was all right. So you can get to a good level with your elbow not in this perfect position. But anyway, so I don't think that's why you are playing bad shots, Kim. I really don't believe that. Because, you know, ultimately you've got that cue on the chest, you've got the elbows a bit there, and you can follow through like that. I mean, you can try and get it absolutely level. I think that's about right. Is that about right? About right? Yep, and then you can probably go the other way, too far. But I think I'm just a little bit in, I think. I think Ronnie O'Sullivan is. I think you can go a little bit out. I think Mark Williams, Ray Reardon, I think they were a little bit this way. Nigel Bond, maybe. And they're all right. I think I like that, so I can try that. I mean, Mark Williams won the last tournament, so this might make me play like him if I do this. We've all done that. We've seen him win on the Sunday. Monday morning, you're in the club, trying to play cue like him. Like that's a secret. Don't work. So I don't think that is why you're missing. You've got your cue on your chest. I've got an idea why you might be missing, and how you might want to put it right. There goes. So here's what I think's going wrong. Now, obviously, I've only seen like 2 clips of you, like about 6 seconds in total. So massive disclaimer, this may not be true, but I think it is. So on your video, you can see that your elbow is in, but again, I think that's irrelevant. There's not much, before you got your cue on your chest, now there's not much of a gap before you hit your chest, right? So basically, when you hit a shot, right, you're a bit like that. Momentum is taking you past your chest, right? So that's when you see your cue going like that a little bit, right? So that's making you think you miss. Now, maybe that there are times when that movement off the line that you're trying to send it, when your arm comes away from your chest, maybe moving the tip off that line, right? I still don't think it is. I think that you looking for reasons why you miss, as soon as you see your cue move off the line, you think, oh, it's got to be that. But remember, your cue doesn't have to go in a straight line. It's a common misconception. Look at some of the top players that don't cue in a straight line. All you've got to do is hit where intended. So to help you, I think you need to start hitting the ball a bit earlier in your swing. So what I mean by that is, instead of hitting it there just before the end, maybe hit it there, right? So if I make that little tweak there by holding the cue a bit further back, basically. Now this change, it's only a little one, but it's going to feel massive. So if that's how you cue, by moving your hand there, it's going to feel like you've done this. But you haven't done that. Just letting you know. So when you're here and you're in your position, if you just bring your hand further back. So now, as you can see, when I'm hitting this, I'm hitting this ball, instead of hitting it about an inch before my chest, I'm hitting it 3 or 4. So I'm hitting it there. So if I follow through and then I go past and my cue goes off that line, the ball would have already gone. It probably is anyway, but it would make sure that you've made contact with the white for that 1/10 of a second that we're talking about, the only thing that matters. The ball would have gone ages ago. So the fact that you go across it or sort of come away from your chest and you see your cue move, it wouldn't have really made a difference. So for me, to help you with that, you don't need to change your elbow. Definitely not. I mean, it's irrelevant, honestly, and you could do, but if you're hitting it late in your swing, you're still probably going to go past your chest, which means that thing's going to happen. That cue offline that you don't like is going to happen again. But again, I just don't think you need to go narrow ball. If that's a comfortable position, just crack on, right? And I would say, create a bit more of a room, a bit more of a gap between your chest and your hand, and then you'll hit the ball early. You'll hit the ball like a dream. You'll never miss again, and life will be great. So there you are. I think it's just an example of people, I think, barking up the wrong tree. Thinking that your opposition is going to make that much of a difference. All about repeatability, obviously. If you can repeat a cue, actually you can crack on. Looking at the little clips he gave me, and again, it wasn't a lot. I don't think that's why he's missing. I think he's hitting too late in his swing. So another tweak. I think that'll sort of remedy that. We'll see how it gets on. Also, obviously I've never seen Kim play. I've only seen those bits. I still don't think that's why you're probably watching this. You'll be missing or not playing to a higher level. I don't think it's got anything to do with your elbow or your hand, really. I must say that again. But as far as you seeing that cue go offline a little bit, that might help you with that. Please comment if you've got any questions, and I'm sure Kim will be in touch with maybe a big box of chocolates or something like that, as a big thank you. But it don't matter if you don't. See you soon.